Buenos dias and bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shearer, and I am the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for our Zoom meetings, please contact me for a link and the password. Today is Sunday, October 24th, 2021. And we're continuing with our annual theme, which has been Timeless Wisdom, Evolutionary Vision. And this month, our topic has been Going Further Together. The topic for this week is Dig Deep. We open each week with a spiritual practice called Affirmative Prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment. And this is a powerful and practical tool that shifts our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept the good that is already present in our life. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. And today I'll be reading from October 28, 2014. Just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to close your eyes and take these words as your own if you so choose. I am one with the infinite. Since I am one with the infinite, and the infinite is one with me, I accept this spiritual presence as being here and now. As I accept the presence of the infinite, something happens, and that something is my new awareness of who and what I am. I am the ambassador of God made manifest right here and now. I move and have been God. I realize that I have the power to do and the power to be because my thoughts are creative and I am godlike. Therefore, I think thoughts of joy, abundance, health, and happiness this day. Since I am one with the infinite and the infinite is one with me, I now realize that the infinite is within all humankind, and I claim that all humankind expresses love for the all-knowing, talking, and walking expressions of God. With infinite gratitude, I now release my innermost feelings to experience my oneness with the infinite as it expresses itself through me. I think thoughts of joy. I smile with thoughts of abundance. I give thanks with thoughts of health, and I give praise with thoughts of happiness. I patiently treat for infinite mind to unfold in a variety of ways, and I accept without delay, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by Reverend George Ruffin from Fort Worth, Texas. And so as we do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. Our purpose is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. And we do this by means of our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is further supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. So at this time, I'd like to once again truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta. Whether you're here on the Zoom call live or watching the replay at a later time, please know that everyone is welcome. And just a reminder that we are a philosophy and we follow and honor all religions, all paths. And therefore, know that everyone is welcome. We teach a philosophy here called the Science of Mind, and it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth, such as we already experienced with our opening mind treatment. And as I mentioned, we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, he had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts to create the Science of Mind, which focuses on the individual use of thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the Science of Mind teaching, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. And each week we offer a service with an inspirational message. And in the past, this has been done in a restaurant in downtown Puerto Vallarta. But we have been continuing through this time of pandemic via Zoom. To mi casa is su casa. So welcome to my home. But once again, we are going to be coming together in person, and I will be posting that on our website and Facebook. And also, we have been starting our meetings on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. This will continue when we meet again in person, but it will probably be starting at 11 a.m. So look for the upcoming information on our Facebook and website. In the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can post them here online, wherever you are watching, or send me a direct email, and I'll be sure to respond. So this week, our evolutionary vision is this. We see a world in which each and every person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual principle, emphasizing unity with God and connection with each other. A world in which individually and collectively, we are called to a higher state of consciousness and action. And our timeless wisdom for this week is this. We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in everyone, and that all people are incarnations of the one Spirit. And we believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete emancipation from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. An African proverb reminds us that alone we can go faster, together we can go further. And as we near the end of our journey this year, we keep in mind the community that has brought us here. Together as Centers for Spiritual Living, we work in harmony with one another, with other faiths and other people, to envision a continually expanding world. We dig into these truths for the final push of this climb. And whatever you have left, bring it. We're approaching the summit. What tools, resources, and truths are at your disposal? What is inside you, pulling you to the top of the experience of life? As the journey of this year nears its peak and end, what did you lean on? What truths bolster you? We are all perfect, whole, and complete spiritual beings and expressions of the divine. This is our true nature, and as it is true for ourselves, it is true for all people. When we attune ourselves to our spiritual magnificence, we are free to effectively serve ourselves and the world. We use spiritual tools to deepen our political, social, and spiritual consciousness. We join our brothers and sisters in action that makes our lives free from discord. Through expanding our interconnectedness, we envision and enact a world that lasts through the boundless realms of eternity. In the creative mind, Ernest Holmes wrote this: "We are now living in a perfect universe. People with perfect spiritual beings, each of which, coupled with the great divinity, is complete within her or himself." So how do we keep ourselves and others? How do we help ourselves become the spiritual beings that we truly are? Elizabeth Lesser says, "Deep in the center of the self are the soul cells of who you really are. Dig for them, believe in them, and offer them to another person. And you can heal each other's hearts and keep love alive forever." Each of us must put spirituality first. This is accomplished through a disciplined spiritual practice, which includes affirmative prayer, or spiritual mind treatment, meditation, and a commitment to a personal growth and deepening in consciousness. Each one creates a new sense of self, which is free from judgment and criticism of ourselves and others. As a community, we courageously encourage speech and actions that cherish diversity and the divinity in all. We take actions that recognize the strength of people working together to create a world that works for everyone. Henry Nouwen, in the book Falling Upward, said, "The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but leads us deeper into it." And Ernest Holmes said this: "We shall know each other in God. We shall know God in each other. As our thought of God reaches to embrace the universe, our arms will be around each other. Together, we go further." And as winter is near approaching, the weather, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, the weather will shift, and soon there will be snow in Canada and in the northern states. And the trees will soon be bare, and snow will rest on their mangled branches. I sometimes feel sorry for these trees in the winter. Those once brilliantly vibrant canopies, pulsating with new life, will be naked and exposed, subject to brutal wind and biting cold. If I didn't know any better, I would think they were dead. Yet they are anything but. Deep in the dark recesses of the earth, something very wonderful is taking place. They say trees do their most growth in the winter, as their roots dig deep, plumbing the depths, seeking out the nutrients they need to survive. And so, I think it is with our own personal winter seasons when our protective facade no longer covers. Those times when we seem lost, when seasonal affective disorder is apt to set in. Yet it is during these seasons, this season, that we grow the most, just like the trees. In the creative mind, Ernest Holmes wrote this: deep within each of us, there is a place of calm, of peace and security, where trouble and accidents do not occur, where truth and love reign supreme, and good is the only power. It is to this place that daily we go in the silence of our own minds to commune with the spirit that is both around us and within us. So how do we know when we are on a path of higher consciousness? Higher consciousness is exhibited by a departure from awareness of forms and conditions to an awareness of a loving universe overflowing with abundance for all. And this requires a renewing of individual and collective minds to truly see the best in everyone and every condition. We achieve this by focusing on and being grateful for all that empowers ourselves and others. We release with ease all that weakens our vision of a better world. We take action to form an ever-expanding community of like-minded individuals committed to raising their own consciousness and the consciousness of all. And here's a quote from Everyday Ubuntu. We, the global family, stand united. When we stand against terrorism, we diminish the terror. Unity reminds us there are far more good people in the world than bad. So how do we work towards complete emancipation of all from all discord of every nature? Well, we see ourselves as one instead of us versus them. We are each a valuable thread in this tapestry of life. Seeing the different faces of the divine in one another takes a willingness to be open to new ways of seeing and being to bring about positive change. We open ourselves to greater creativity and abilities in working with others to improve the lives of all. We cultivate new ways of listening to others and to that quiet voice within. We bring this expanded consciousness to our thoughts, our discussions, and actions in all areas of life, be it political, corporate, academic, or social. We support our organizations and structures that evidence this emerging global consciousness with our time, talents, and finances. Margaret Wheatley said this in her book, Turning to One Another, Simple Conversations to Restore Hope to the Future. She said, the community we belong to is all of life. The turbulence cannot be controlled. But when we stop struggling and accept it as part of life, it feels different. So yes, we are united with God and connected with each other. Every person's inner wisdom knows this truth. We are called to get our bloated nothingness out of the way and allow the divine currents of truth to move in us, as us, and through us. We work for a world where lack and limitation no longer exists, where shelter, food, and physical needs are met. We act to ensure peace and freedom for all. We make these goals real through our collective, deepening consciousness of our humanity and by building a global community of spiritual beings living in harmony. In A New Earth Awakening to Your Life's Purpose, Eckhart Tolle wrote this: awakened doing is the alignment of your outer purpose, what you do, with your inner purpose, awakening and staying awake. Through awakened doing, you become one with the outgoing purpose of the universe. And today, our affirmation for the week is this: I am because we are. Ubuntu. And so now it's our time for mindful giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. And we bless the financial gifts that you give today. Every donation is appreciated, no matter the amount, whether it's $5 or $50, or just the cost of a cup of coffee. And donations can be made through our website. And I'll post that for you. So our website is www.cslpv.org. And when you arrive on the landing page, you'll see a donate button. When you click on that, it will take you to PayPal so that you can donate in whatever means you desire through your PayPal account. Or alternatively, if you still like to send a check in the mail, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. And this information is also shared on our website. So now if you would like to join me in saying our Offertory Affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies. All that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. Oh, and we have a special guest joining us today. That's my cat, Mojito. So if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with change or whatever it is that you are experiencing in life right now, please connect with me. And if you would like to commit to being a member of CSL Puerto Vallarta for this year or the upcoming year, or if you would like to become a member of our Board of Trustees, please contact us and we will send you the current forms. And I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page if you haven't already done so. And if you are interested in learning more about the science of mind teaching, we will be offering a foundations course here in Puerto Vallarta, and that will be a combination of online and in person. So connect with me to find out about the details. And let's continue with practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. May peace and love be with you. Thank you for coming and sharing this time together. Peace and blessing to all. Namaste.